it's time to get it lit. We got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind?
Ready, set, steady, bang.
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
Ready, set, steady, bang.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Come on now, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Hey, alert, alert. Mike's 50, zoom, zoom. Mike's 56. Here it comes. Nine, go.
Watson now to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
24. 56 to Mike.
Back to throw, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That'll be put in the books as a
Let's go, baby.
53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
50.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Watch the slant.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Hands up, lady. 58's the mic. Get him, get him, get him.
Now on 2nd and 16, Dalton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
Looked like he tried it all there, tried to use some physicality, right? Tried to use some footwork, some head fakes, but he was covered the entire way. Dogged in every step. That forced the incompletion. No separation at the end of the route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Regular.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercept.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. I'm here all day. Kill. And time to roll.
Now a first carry.
Bang.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage,
Try
and
it to
that's
the other
it.
side, not this side.
Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Check three. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Put it on. Pick the edge. Come. Go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Boom!
Geno Atkins
Sack,
has
baby.
now recorded
Sack.
10 sacks on the season. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this 1st quarter.
That puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped out, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, 1st quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But at the end of the day, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time. And they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Let's get it. And 58 is the mic. Going 58's the mic. And keep it up.
3rd down, a shot here for Dole. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, they're talking about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Stills the intended target. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Squeeze, double. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Jam him.
Here you go, 368.
Kill.
368.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year. Bengals, they round their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
SOS.
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
I smell fear in that offense.
Line 'em go.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time.
We got this.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Hands up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10.
Fast it. Hands up.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dirk. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that's going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On second down, here's Mixon. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 21-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have to get patience here. But you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
He wasn't ready.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mike's 56. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
54.
21-0 our score after one. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. They've got a third down and 5 to start things out.
Let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. A great return there of 22 yards.
Let's go.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
58.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. They toss to Mixon.
Go, go, run, run,
And some room to maneuver. The 40, 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. Right in their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Watson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
It's easy work.
Big
It's
Geno
coming again.
Atkins there to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Peek the edge, peek the edge, peek the edge. Hatch it, hatch it. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll toss it to Miller. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
But stop.
It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
56 of Mike. 56.
Throwing on third down, Watson.
Let's get off the field, D.
And the catch made by Hopkins. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not to give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from him, too.
And now they're just looking to
right
add
there,
to
right
that
there,
total.
56.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check. Fresno.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon.
Run to the ball. Fly to the ball. Run.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Kill.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described
I'm gonna hit you
Not
all
ideal,
day,
but they'll
baby.
take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
Not today, you aren't. Not today.
56 to Mike. 56 to
After the run, Watson gonna throw. Flushed out right. He's gonna take off with it. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket.
56.
Got to the
Mike,
sticks
56,
and picked
right
up the
there,
first
right
down.
there, 56.
Hey, me.
On first down, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Hey, 59.
Now a first down throw. Watson dancing
They're
to
not
his
ready for
left.
this. They still playing
And he's
soccer.
going to keep it here. And
Y'all
he's able to
playing the
take it
wrong
across
football.
midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Mike's 56.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Down, he's coming.
56 to Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good size lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
We always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Check your hot read.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Dalton on the draw to mix it. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they're looking at 3 and 2 coming up.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
Mike's 56.
Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
We played to win. Let's
We have
go.
hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again for the 25 on second and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Gives to Bernard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Boom! Yeah,
Nice job by that
baby.
defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Switch. Watch out.
Now Joe Mixon. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Heavy.
Dalton here from the gun. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Check 3rd and long. It's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. A very good return that time.
Let's go,
18
boys.
yards.
Let's go.
And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Hands up!
Right
Lee!
over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here we go. Here we go.
Alert 3. Alert.
They'll run on 1st down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter, you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
Again, it's Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44. Legs up!
From the gun, Dalton wants to throw. And Eifert has it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You better bring it.
Hands up!
They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
right, baby.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Play action from Miller. Now Watson steps away. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Bring it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Keep playing
Well,
hard.
we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation
What's
post
that?
because
19!
officials always tell you, I don't want to throw
All
the
day,
flag,
baby, all
but
day.
you caused the
56
play.
is Mike.
You did it. I had
56 is
to.
the Mike.
Hey, let's get in them home.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
That's it.
That's good for a gain of 6. Second and
Alert,
goal.
alert!
So the ball
Watch the run,
position
watch the
now
run.
at the 3. Here's second and goal. Here's a run with Balazs.
He's coming. We
And
got
he
double
gets
up, double
into
up.
the end zone. Touchdown,
Run,
Houston.
run, run!
Kalen Balazs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans claw one back.
What's that?
And now they'll
19!
empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Down and go!
And now he'll tuck it and run.
Go,
And he
go.
will get
It's
into
run,
the end
run,
zone
and
to
run
cut
it.
the lead a little bit further. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? Here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll operate from the
And let's pin the
32-yard
mirrors
line
back and
here,
go full
2nd and 3.
Check 3!
It's hot.
Again, it's Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself,
You gonna
as
see
we
me in
just
your
saw there,
nightmares, son.
that's a big day.
You gonna see me in your nightmares. Regular.
3, alert 3.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Here comes the ball!
Back now
I see
in
you,
Houston.
boy. I see you!
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the... I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Let's go, baby.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The
Switch up,
scoreboard
switch
speaks
up.
for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some
Check
time.
31!
And
Check
that's one of the
31!
great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row
Okay,
that were
baby, I see
blowouts.
you!
And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
52's the Mike.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get up. Let's get up.
First down.
Shift. Watch the shift.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
All day,
25
baby.
yards
Let's
to
go.
pick up there, and
Let's
also
go.
a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own. Sometimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open to get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Bengals on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Shift!
49, check 49.
Nixon will try the right side. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Shift. Whip.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time. It sets up 2nd and goal.
Don't be mad.
Down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
Safe.
Watch that.
On 2nd down now, Nixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Draw play. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is he's going to react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
Just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
Here we go, D. All day.
Incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Watson now 5 straight completions here in the second half. 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Let's go, boys.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Take you to school.
24.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back.
Hey, watch
They've
85.
got a 1st
Watch
and 10
85.
as they search for a lead score.
You got 3. You got 3.
Now Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Strong right. 54. Alert. 3 down. Check.
9 from the red zone now. Watson. It's complete. Stills. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, We'll step aside and be right back.
Set.
That
19.
last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
55.
Watson looks to throw again. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit. Getting in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in the stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because what you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground.
56 right there,
So
right
one
there.
play,
56.
and they're already just shy
Get
of
ready, get
midfield.
ready.
Nice.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Now they run with Vincent. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
An oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you still think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like,